one of our viewers asked, what about Rachel Thaler? Why don't you do something about that, Brad? So I checked out Rachel Thaler. I found myself on the Zionist commentary page of Zionism on the web. Rachel Corrie, Rachel Thaler, and many other Rachels besides. Rachel Thaler, 16. Rachel Levi, 17. Rachel Levy, 19. All killed in Israel by suicide bombers. Rachel Corrie, 23, from Washington, USA, as she burns a mock United States flag during a rally in southern Gaza. She was killed whilst on an ISM protest that involved acting as human shields to obstruct an Israeli anti-terror operation. They were over there demolishing houses of Palestinians. So the guy fails to mention they weren't over there stopping a terror operation. She was standing in front of a bulldozer that was destroying houses of Palestinians. A little more spin. Also, take a look at the picture. Here's a picture of Rachel Corrie looking like a wild animal holding up a burning flag. The other Rachels are lovely pictures of young ladies who perished. At the end, she died of her injuries while in the care of Palestinian medics. She died of her injuries from a bulldozer, an Israeli bulldozer that ran her over. Let's read this again. She died of her injuries while in the care of Palestinian medics. Kind of sounds like the Palestinian medics helped kill her. Heavy spin here, but you know there's heavy spin everywhere. So how can I compare 3 lovely young ladies who tragically lost their lives and one terrorist sympathizer who lost her life? I see all of these lives lost, a horrible waste. I think it's absolutely disgusting to think of the families and loved ones of all of these people. There is a big distinction between Rachel Corrie and these other Rachels. These other 3 young ladies were living their life. Rachel was out there in the field fighting against what kills Israelis and Palestinians. See, there's a cause and effect here. Rachel was fighting to end an oppression, the oppression that spurs and feeds this sort of hatred that causes suicide bombs. To make a comparison about human life lost, that's not somewhere I'm going to go because it's a tragedy all the way around. But Rachel Corrie, whether you like her or not, was fighting for justice for the oppressed. Here in America, we had race riots. African Americans killed white people. How are we going to stop these riots from occurring? Do we demonize the rioters and hate them all and just make them prisoners? Or do we try to lift them up? Do we try to bring education and better food to these people? America, we created the ghettos that enslaved the blacks. The Zionist empire has created the ghettos that enslave the Palestinians and inflame the Arabs and Muslims all over the world, that creates terrorism that kills innocent Rachels and all sorts of people all over Israel and all over the world now. If Rachel Corrie had been victorious and achieved her goal, no Israelis would have to die to the hands of suicide bombers, because Rachel Corrie was fighting to end what it is that foments and feeds suicide bombers and that level of hatred. All victims here, the comparison, you lost 1 Rachel, we lost 3. It's tragic what happened to these other 3 girls and to many other people who died. But you can't compare the numbers of lost Israelis to lost Palestinians. If you want to go down that road, hundreds upon hundreds of Palestinians, 1,400 innocent Palestinian women and children killed in the last attack that Israel went over the border and just randomly killed people. Can't compare them.